Okay, let's look at some problems from your 6.1 homework. We're going to start with number 3. And this one's just a great example of just evaluating your multivariable function at a specific value. So you notice we have this multivariable function f of x, y, and it's in terms of both x and y, right? I have two independent variables, y, but y doesn't, right? Y doesn't depend on x. They're completely independent. So what is f of e to the fourth 10 asking me to do? It's asking me to plug e to the fourth in for x and 10 in for y, right? Because that's their corresponding spots. If I go back to my original notation. So what is that going to look like? That's going to like natural log of what's x? X is e to the fourth plus y cubed. What's y? Y is 10. So I get natural log of e to the fourth plus 10 to the third. And then all I have to do to finish this off is just evaluate these. Well, natural log of e to the fourth, natural log of e, remember, those two things cancel out. They're inverse functions. So all that leaves me with is just 4. And you can plug that into your calculator and see that that's actually what happens. 10 to the third is 1,000. So I get 1,004. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Let's look at another one. Okay, the next one I'll look at is number 5 from your homework. And this is a great example of a domain problem. Determine the domain of the function of two variables. Here we have another one, f of x, y. So that means x and y are completely independent of each other. And I have this 4 square root of negative 6 plus x squared minus y. Now remember, if we're talking about domain, we're really on the lookout for two different things. First off, do I have a denominator in my function? And in this case, no, I don't have a denominator, so I don't have to worry about that. Second, square root. Do I have a square root in my function? I do. So I just need to make sure that everything inside the square root ends up being greater than or equal to 0. So what that allows me to do is now I can rewrite that. I can just focus on that piece, the piece that's inside. And then from here, I just need to write a statement that relates x and y. And it doesn't matter. So that just means I need to solve for either x or y. It doesn't matter which one you solve for, so it's probably going to be easier to solve for y here, because then I can just get y to the other side by adding y on both sides. So I get negative 6 plus x squared is greater than or equal to y. I can flip that around if I want and then say y has to be smaller than x squared minus 6. And as long as that's true, then I'll have a positive number under that square root. Okay? Good luck with the rest of the problems. If you still have questions, please reach out, but I'll see you in the next video.